This morning, Ohio is making a list yet again and garnering national attention.
A new study shows the Buckeye State is one of the best places in America to start a small business. This all comes as the Small Business Administration reports there are roughly 33 million in operation here in the U.S. and a record 5.5 million new business applications were filed just last year.
Our Mike Holden joins us live with a deeper dive on why we ranked so high and what small business owners are saying is the secret to Ohio's success. Good morning, Mike.
Guys, good morning to you. Ohio is actually ranked number 6 best location in America to start a small business. And there are a number of factors. 1, affordability. 2, cost of living, and also community acceptance and support. And people I spoke with right here in Ohio City's Hingetown neighborhood say that is what continues to drive them forward. And they say so many people are receptive. Molly Chirasso is still in the mix and mixing up
an ounce of lime juice,
plenty of mocktails,
so this has a kick to it on its own,
and alcohol-free beverages inside of her Ohio City shop.
It's so close to the real thing that it gives you like a placebo effect.
Yeah. News 5 followed through and followed the Cleveland mom of 2 back in May of 2023 as she planned to ditch her career in finance and dive headfirst into small business ownership.
It's really kind of a new concept for people, which is why I wanted to have a brick and mortar that was really accessible to people here in Cleveland.
She opened Verbena Free Spirited last July along West 29th and never looked back.
We are thriving 1 year in to our non-alcoholic journey here in Hingetown.
A new study from Lendia, which is dubbed a top marketplace for small business loans, just ranked Ohio as one of the top 10 best places to start a small business in America. They broke down metrics, including survival rate of small businesses, cost of living, business finances, and tax incentives. Ohio ranked 6th overall. Last year it was 3rd.
There are certainly incentive programs that Ohio has to try and help small businesses. But really that cost of living is the big deal.
Kent State University professor of economics Lockwood Reynolds says Ohio having no corporate income tax rate and overall low taxes coupled with affordability have the Buckeye State beating out the competition.
If you think about the difference between like starting a business here in Ohio versus starting it in like San Francisco or something like that, it's just, the amount of money you would have to bring in from the customers to offset those much higher costs would just make it a very challenging environment.
Caitlin Shea actually moved to Cleveland from Canada 15 years ago as a pastry chef. She capitalized on the cost of living and warm environment and started Philomena Bake Shop.
When a new business opens, there's a wellspring of support from neighbors and residents around the area.
As Chirasso continues to build up Verbena, she stresses the first year in operation at times has its growing pains. But between a strong support system of fellow entrepreneurs and community, coupled with small business loans, grants through the city, and overall affordability, it is all possible.
There's people here that have proven to me, they've been in business in this neighborhood for 10 years with small businesses. They've shown me that it's very possible to keep a business up and running here.
It is 100% possible, as you just heard from Molly right there. She also stresses to folks at home who want to start a small business to research, deep dive everything, investigate the neighborhood, consider your product, consider your overall costs and expenditures, and also put this question out to yourself as well as to the community. Do you actually need my product, and how often are you willing to spend money on it? She says, Mike, upwards of 3 times more expensive than typically what you put out there. She says, be prepped to shell out that cash, hustle. And also, she kept her day job for the first year of operation of Verbena just to have a parachute.
That's smart. Before we let you go, Mike, a lot of people might be wondering who ranked higher than Ohio and why.
Yes. Okay, this may shock some people. Texas, North Carolina, and Florida, but it's the metrics as well. In some cities in Texas, more affordable, lower cost of living. Same thing with North Carolina. What's interesting from this study too, though, is that the survival rate of small businesses right here in Ohio has a 5-year average. That is big, and that's also why we were so high on the list.
All right, Mike, thanks for bringing that to us this morning. We appreciate it.